A new day is upon us in the Brickitect studio, and this one picks up almost where the last episode left off. The only difference is I'm a lot more organized now. This is all of my late season vintage yard sale Lego, if that's a thing. I got it all sorted out here on the table from all my previous hauls, and I even got my bricks and plates in here as well. Everything's been ultrasonic cleaned, nice and crispy, ready to go in the collection, which is what I was about to do, but then I thought better of it. I didn't want to put all this away just yet because there were two partially built light and sound sets inside one of those lots, and I thought if I put all these pieces to work, maybe I could recreate that, and that is what I tried to do here with these two sets. The first one happens to be 6450. This is the light and sound mobile police truck, and I used Bricklink to pretty much get all of the pieces for this together. I'm only missing just a few, and I'll show you what those are here before we go to the next one. If we scroll all the way down, I had everything in here except for one of those yellow lights, one of those bulbs, I guess you'd call it. I just have one, you're supposed to have two. And then the other thing that I was missing were these two tiles right here. I looked in the collection, I was like, nope, don't have that, and the majority of my stuff doesn't go back to the 80s, so unfortunately I don't have those. And the other thing I'm missing, well, I do have in my personal collection, but I was trying not to get into that, is this police guy that actually has a suit on. Most of mine are like the motorcycle riders. So we have pretty much the entire vehicle here, with the exception of those tiles and the minifig. So that one fared pretty well, and this is the one that is absolutely immaculate inside. So I really think that we'll be able to get this truck working as long as the light bulb isn't too important to it. The other set I attempted to piece together was this one. This is 6480 Light and Sound Hook and Ladder Truck. And this one I did pretty well with the parts for the truck, but once again, because I used all of those bulbs for the police truck, I don't really have much for the fire truck. So that's all I have for this, which is problematic. I do have the minifig for this one, but the biggest problem is, even with cleaning, the corrosion inside of this thing, like if we compare these together, and I did a little YouTube short on this if you want to see the before. Yeah, that one I do not think is going to work. I haven't tested these yet, but I do have a 9-volt battery to try it out. But I thought at the very least we could try building these trucks up. I have all the other parts. I had to go into my collection a little bit for this one. I had to pull this from my personal collection. I had to pull this from my collection. There was a couple other things in here too. I think I had these. This is corroded, unfortunately. So this one probably not going to turn out great, but we will be able to see what the truck looks like. Oh, I was missing, he has a gray like oxygen tank on his back. I don't have that either. I have black, I have yellow, I think blue. I don't have a gray one for whatever reason, at least out here. I might in my personal collection, but again, I was trying to just use the parts from this lot and the stuff that that I already have out here that's not from my childhood, and boy, it sure looks dark on there. My camera is focusing on that Ninjago box in the background there. Clark started building this and never finished it. Maybe we'll make that our next video, but for today, I thought for fun, let's just go ahead and try to build these two sets up since we've got the parts out here, at least most of them. See if we can get a light and sound vehicle to actually work, like this police truck I think might actually be able to pull it off. Because I've never experienced this before, and I thought it would be fun to try, and maybe we'll build a fire truck too while we're at it, even though it probably won't actually light or sound. I'm gonna just keep this separate here, and I will track down the instructions for 6450. Oh, good news there. Those are just little side pieces that don't really involve the truck, so that's a good thing. I am sad that I don't have them, but we'll make the most of what we got. That's about all you can do these days, right? So we'll go 6450 instructions. What is happening here? This is from Brick Instructions. It's just a gray screen. How bad are these? Hey, that's actually not bad. It's like they did a pretty high quality scan. I just don't know what happened with this one. I need the first couple steps of this. Maybe there's another option. Let's see, toys period, free building instructions, and we probably need this page here. So even though there's some ads kind of blocking our view here, that at least gives me enough that I can get this thing kind of started, and I think probably go right to the next page. Yeah, that's perfect. That's all I need. I can look past all this stuff, and we'll get this guy built up and see what he's, by he, I wish I could get that guy built up. We're close. I'll show you actually. This is my vintage minifig drawer, and right there is an example. I have a ton of these police officers that look like that in this collection, but I don't have one that has like the dress suit on. So we're close, but not close enough. That won't stop us from building this thing up though and seeing what it's like with the parts that I have here. So let's go ahead and build the police truck and see what it's all about and watch this ad. Even better. A quick build later, and our mobile police truck is built. And some good news, it only required 2 of those blue lights at the top. So I have some red and some yellow left over. I'm assuming they must have came in a pack because it said there were 3 extras. So I only used the blue ones for this. I did have these 2 pieces left over, but these are for the signs that would sit up outside that I don't have. The thing I have not done yet is to test the lights and the sound out. So I'm kind of curious how that goes. I'm assuming that you just push that down. Oh, I saw the lights go. They're turning on, flashing. Does it have sound? I don't even know if you can hear it. I have to get real close here with my microphone. Hear that? That's pretty cool. My first ever light and sound Lego set. That would have been so awesome as a kid to have that. I've been going crazy. If you're wondering what this stuff is on the outside here, that's like I guess to block the road off and stuff. In the back, it's got little shutters back here. You can't really do much inside. That's where the battery box is there. I'll turn that. But you can have it just flashing lights too, like that. I'm assuming, oh, it's got different versions. Can you hear that? And then just flashing. That's cool. Okay. This is like literally almost 40-year-old technology I'm just finding right now. Yeah, that's really cool. So the mobile police truck. No minifig with it though. Unfortunately, we could pretend. I've got a vintage minifig from that time frame there. That's probably getting a little much, isn't it? There we go. How cool is that? That's a nice shot right there. That is very cool. So I'm excited to have that. I could get the minifig complete easily. Let's see if that just turns off just like that. Yeah, it does. I could complete that minifig just by pulling one out of my collection, but it's like those are for sets that I had as a kid. So maybe I'll get one on Bricklink. I need to get those tiles anyway if I want to complete this. Or maybe I'll just sell this as is. I'm not sure what I want to do with this. It has some value. People were saying like, hey, those 2 trucks you had in there are worth some money. So I was like, hey, let's just try to see if we can build them. And we did. We got one done at least. The question is, where does the fire truck stand on this? I have the parts for it, minus a few minifig accessories. Let's build this one up and see how it compares. Maybe without lights and sound though, because, oh gosh, I'm gonna try it. We'll see. Heck, I could probably, it probably wouldn't work. Take the stickers off of here. Those are stickers, by the way. Somehow survived all this time looking fantastic. And we could swap them out, but yeah, that corrosion. It's got under that sticker that's in there. Speaking of stickers, it shows how to put the 9-volt in. You can see the green on there. And then even after all of the corrosion was gone, there's still just like rust all over everything, including these top parts. And I could like wire brush it, but it'd be so hard to get inside there and do that. So maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe it'll work. I'll build it up. We'll get the instructions here. Might have to use the same website. That's kind of cool. And we'll see what we can do. Now we're in business. Brick Instructions has the images. Oh, that one's a little small there. But yeah, there you go. That is a pretty good scan. You can see what this thing looks like. And oh, a little alternate build there too. That's kind of cool. But if we go like that, oh, that's beautiful. No ads popping up all over the place. He says as he makes a YouTube video with ads probably popping up all over the place. That's what it's going to look like. There's that piece that I'm missing right there. But we'll get there, and I'll build this up for you so you can see what it looks like if you're curious. Hopefully you are, because that's my next thing. Let's build it. And just like that, we have a potentially light and sound hook and ladder truck. Had everything that I needed for this with the exception of his gray air tank and his axe that he has as well. So I missed that, but everything else on this is complete. The little trailer is there, looking good. Everything rolls properly, but does it light and sound? That's the thing. Oh, this is kind of cool too. That comes up like that and spins around, and then you can put the ladder up higher like that. Isn't that neat? So I like that a lot, but I need to get under here. Actually, I might have to move that entirely because we need to press this down. Are you serious? It's making the sound. It's not lighting though, and that's where the other problem is. Is that even in focus? Come on, work with me here. There we go. I need 2 of these in blue. I suddenly only have, I have red and I have 1 yellow. I don't have the other blue one. It sounds. Does it light? No, and that could be an issue with this piece here. I mean, it could be any of these things. There's so much corrosion. In fact, you can kind of see it. I don't know if I'll be able to get you in close enough to see it. Let's turn that off so we don't go crazy. You may not even be able to hear it, but right there, that's like rusted. So this one lived a hard life, it seems. I don't know what happened. I don't know if this one is just in the wrong position or what, but that's all rusty. And maybe if I play around with this some more, I can get it to work. I mean, we're partially there, I guess. You know, we got the sound working pretty consistently. Yeah, that works. Can you hear it okay? Yeah, just no light. Huh. Let me try putting this on. Let's try this way. I don't know which way I had it on. Ooh, that killed it. That killed it entirely. Oh no. Yeah, there's something going on. Let's try this. We'll take it off of this one. Dude, we're in good shape here. Oh my gosh. That thing is actually working the way that it's supposed to. It's just this light bar that's the problem. That's amazing. I want to see what it looks like with different colored lights. I think like one red and one blue would be kind of cool. Yeah, that is cool. Ooh, it kind of just reset there. Not as, I was going to say not as reliable as the other one, but it's working just fine. I can't believe that. If you watch that short that I did, if you ever watch a short in your life, watch that one to see how corroded that was. That was insane. There's the lights just working. That's great. So maybe I just need to clean this up some. I don't know. That actually looks pretty good to me. Everything's working. I'm shocked. I am actually shocked that that worked, but we're close. I do need, I mean, there's no way around it. I need another one of these blue things, one of these little bulbs. So I need that. I need a couple pieces for him. I need the other minifig. Could this be worth making a Bricklink order in order to complete both of these sets? So it would be neat to have these both complete. I think that'd be, I don't know what to do. This is where collecting Lego gets a little complicated because I could make this a part of my collection. This isn't necessarily a set that I had any connection to as a kid. I never had one of these light and sound sets. They are pretty cool, but in finding out from you guys in the comments that these are worth some money, my mind went to, well, maybe I could piece these together and then sell them on eBay, use the money for other Lego stuff, Bricklink orders, whatever the case may be. Is it worth it? And I'll ask you this, is it worth it to spend the money on Bricklink to complete these in order to sell these as 100% complete sets? Because I'm probably looking at someone that had this as a kid, maybe in the late 80s, and they want to relive that. And I don't know if you would necessarily want it without the minifig or without certain parts that are on it, especially without the right colored bulbs. Or do I sell them as is, or do I complete them and then keep them for myself? But then if I do that, they're probably just gonna end up in the storage room of doom the more I think about it. And it's like, I think it'd be better to have these sets go and like live a life with someone that would really appreciate them. So I'm like really tempted towards the Bricklink routes and spending the money to complete these in order, and really just to sell them. I don't know if that's like throwing bad money at worse money, because I might end up spending more money than on Bricklink than I will get out of it if I just sold them as incomplete sets. But let me know if you have any experience in such things, or if you're interested in these. We can strike a deal if you'd like to. But I don't know, this is why I love doing the yard sale thing, because you never know what you're gonna come across. You get a bunch of parts like this that I love to put in the collection. And I love what I did today is exactly what I love doing in Lego. I had some of the parts for this, ended up finding the rest of them in my collection for the most part, and then I was able to recreate Lego sets that I use instructions for online. This cost me literally nothing to do all of this, and that's just so much fun. That's why I'm working towards organizing all my stuff, as much as it maybe doesn't seem like I'm organized at all. That's what I'm working towards, and that's what all this inventory is for. And this is ideally what I want my Lego collection to be like. I literally just want a huge organized parts area, like an inventory. I want to be a Bricklink seller without having a Bricklink store. And I want everything organized so I can do this kind of stuff all the time. And it's like, there's a set that I really like that I want to try to create, you know, say I want my own hook and ladder truck with the tiny image. I can make that happen. And then in just a matter of moments, it's built here. This one a little more complicated because of how specialized the pieces are. But man, we came out of this pretty good considering like just one light bar not working, missing a couple accessories and a minifig that I could technically pull out of my collection. I bet I have his axe too. We're good here. We're doing really good. And I just need to decide what my strategy is going forward. Let me know what you would do. Would you sell them as is if you're planning to sell them? Would you spend the money on Bricklink to complete them to sell them? Or would you spend the money on Bricklink to keep them for yourself? I'm I'm open to any and all suggestions. I'll look through and try to make the most sensible decision here. And we'll see what comes of these things. But it's pretty cool nonetheless that we got this out of literally, what lot was this in? Like the $5 lot? We got both of these and they're almost there with some additions from me. But that was pretty cool. And this is what I love to do in the world of Lego. So thank you so much for tuning in and let me know what you guys would do. So we'll see you on that. We'll see you in the next video. Got a little bonus footage for you here. I don't know if anyone else noticed it, but I did. Not when I was making the video, but when I was editing it. This sticker is on upside down, as is the other side too. I was curious. I'm like, I wonder if it's just that one side. No, someone installed this sticker upside down, and it's been on there for 40 years. Do I dare try to remove it and put it on properly, or do we just let it go? There's another question for you. Oh man, that's a tough one. That hurts my soul a little bit, but an easy mistake to make, I suppose.